Kanye West launched an unprovoked attack on Jay-Z and Beyoncé's two youngest children, and Kim Kardashian, well, she has had enough. Now, Sarah, I know you have some exclusive details to share. Can you get us caught up?
That because Kanye got online and tweeted about Jay-Z's kids and, calling them the R word, Kim at this point is starting to take action legally to really make sure she has.
Kanye is doing, calling his kids retarded, and, it seems that his kids may have some type of, maybe autistic or something. I don't.
Did Kanye really just go there? Seriously, did he actually say that? It's like watching a car crash in slow motion. You know it's going to be bad, but you just can't look away. Kanye West, the guy who thrives on controversy, has apparently detonated a bomb this time, and the fallout is reaching nuclear levels. In a move that's got the entire internet buzzing, and probably Beyoncé and Jay-Z seeing red, Kanye allegedly dropped some seriously eyebrow-raising comments about their kids, Sir and Roomie Carter. And trust me, this isn't your typical celebrity squabble. This is a whole different ballgame.
Kim Kardashian, when she saw and heard about those posts that Kanye shared on X, she was appalled that Kanye would use that kind of language about anybody, particularly when it comes to children. She found the language that he used shocking.
Forget subtle shade or cryptic diss tracks. This went straight for the jugular, and it got personal, like really personal. Social media practically combusted the second the alleged comments hit the digital streets. The rumor mill is working overtime, with whispers that Beyoncé is beyond furious. I mean, can you even imagine? But the burning question on everyone's mind is, where did Kanye even get this information from in the first place? And now that the alleged cat's out of the bag, what happens next? We all know Beyoncé and Jay-Z are notoriously private when it comes to their kids, especially Sir and Roomie. They're like Fort Knox, heavily guarded. When we do catch a glimpse of the twins, it's usually through carefully curated, almost blurry photos that barely reveal their faces. They've built a wall of privacy around their family, and for good reason.
Sir is very quiet and is very, very smart and does all of the number stuff. So he's not into the fashion stuff as much, but...
So for Kanye, of all people, to allegedly breach that wall and go public with something so deeply sensitive, that's a whole new level of disrespect, a whole new level of, well, you fill in the blank. And what exactly did he allegedly say? Brace yourselves. In a now-deleted rant that reportedly spiraled across X, Kanye, in true Kanye fashion, allegedly unleashed one of his signature chaotic episodes. But this time it seems he didn't just step over a line, he obliterated it. He allegedly flat-out questioned the mental well-being of Beyoncé and Jay-Z's 7-year-old twins, Sir and Roomie. Yes, you heard that right. And just when you thought it couldn't possibly get any worse, bam, Kanye allegedly doubled down. He not only dragged the Carter kids into his drama, but he also allegedly claimed that Sir and Roomie were conceived through IVF. Like, seriously, what was the point of even saying that?
Pledge to Jay-Z, don't kill him. Jay, I know you got killers, Now it's like, oh, I'm gonna talk about your kids so you can kill me. Crash out on me, Jay.
Since when did anyone appoint Kanye the spokesperson for reproductive choices? It's nobody's business how a couple decides to build their family. But Kanye reportedly wasn't done there. Nope, he allegedly kept going, suggesting that artificial insemination is a blessing because having children is a choice. Okay, on the surface, that might sound almost positive, but let's be brutally honest here. This wasn't some random philosophical musing on family planning. He was allegedly throwing some serious shade and aiming it directly at Beyoncé and Jay-Z. He was allegedly suggesting, in the most twisted way possible, that they could have somehow avoided their kids' alleged issues. Issues he, by the way, completely fabricated or wildly exaggerated, if they had chosen a different method to conceive. That's not just tone deaf, it's straight up wrong. The fact that he's allegedly targeting children in this mess? Yeah, the internet absolutely exploded. X, formerly Twitter, blew up in nanoseconds. Fans weren't just mad, they were incandescently furious. Post after post slammed Kanye for allegedly crossing a line that should never, ever be touched.
Kanye is mad because he's irrelevant in hip-hop. It was a point where Kanye begged for attention. He wanted the spotlight. And then he got it. And then when he got it, he enjoyed it.
One post reportedly read, and I quote, "He is disgusting, OMG, I can't believe I was ever a fan of this man." Another one echoed the sentiment, "No matter how you feel about Beyoncé, this is just disgusting." People weren't holding back anymore, and this wasn't just the Bayhive defending their queen. The outrage was coming from all corners of the internet, from people who probably don't even listen to Beyoncé's music. And just when you thought the chaos had reached its absolute peak, people started bringing up Kanye's recent decision to put his own daughter on a track with Diddy, of all people. Now that part had everyone raising their eyebrows so high they nearly disappeared into their hairlines. What's really going on here? Some even started openly questioning Kanye's mental state, with some comments bluntly stating he's clearly mentally deranged. And this isn't one of those flash-in-the-pan controversies that fades in a day or two. This backlash is gaining momentum, getting louder and more intense by the minute.
They can't. They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyoncé.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm appreciative.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. Truth is going to be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozies, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want.
The fallout is so severe, it's even rumored that Kim Kardashian herself has stepped in. According to a supposed insider, Kim is reportedly beyond disgusted and completely appalled that Kanye would even use that kind of language, especially when it involves children. We're talking about young, innocent kids here, and sources are claiming that Kim Kardashian has finally had enough. She's allegedly officially cut ties with Kanye. No more defending him. No more "he didn't mean it" excuses. This alleged incident, this alleged attack on children, was reportedly the last straw. And get this, after Kanye allegedly dragged the Carter kids into his mess, he apparently tried to do some damage control by quickly deleting the post. But not because he suddenly developed a conscience or felt remorse. Nope. Sources are whispering that he only took it down because he was terrified of getting canceled on X, not because he had some sudden change of heart. Even after removing the post, the damage was already done. The internet was still raging, and rightfully so.
Proud of her. Somebody wants to join.
But here's where it gets even darker, even more shocking. The part that truly sent people over the edge was the rumor that Kanye allegedly compared the situation to Down syndrome. Let that sink in for a moment. That's beyond shocking. It's cruel. It's insensitive on a level that's almost incomprehensible. And what makes it even worse is that he reportedly didn't even express a shred of regret. He just allegedly hit delete and kept it moving, like nothing even happened. But this time, there's no going back. The backlash came crashing down like a tidal wave, a tsunami of public condemnation. And here's the truly mind-blowing part. Nobody even knew anything about what he allegedly said until he allegedly said it. There weren't any whispers, no leaks, no tabloid hints. It was never out there in the public sphere. If what Kanye allegedly said about Sir and Roomie is even remotely based in reality, then Beyoncé and Jay-Z have been quietly and fiercely protecting their children from the public eye for years, shielding them from exactly this kind of invasive scrutiny. And now, because of one reckless, alleged social media post, the whole world is suddenly talking about something they never wanted shared, something intensely personal and private.
What does that mean to you? Tell us a little bit about Roomie and how excited
Well,
you are.
Roomie is amazing. She's an amazing artist, like painter and creator. And so, I mean, how could they be anything else growing up in that environment? That's all we talk about is creativity and fashion and the whole thing.
What is Sir interested in?
Sir is very quiet and is very, very smart and does all of the number stuff. So he's not into the fashion stuff.
So now the million-dollar question becomes, why did Kanye do this? What was the end game? What was he hoping to achieve? We all know he and Jay-Z haven't exactly been best buddies for a long time. Their bromance went south years ago, but this hits way, way below the belt. Their fallout, the one that's been simmering for years, reportedly started back when Kanye went on that infamous stage rant, publicly calling out Jay and Beyoncé for skipping his wedding to Kim Kardashian. But dragging kids into the drama, insiders are now suggesting this wasn't just some random, impulsive outburst from Kanye. This was allegedly calculated. Yep, you heard that right. Some folks close to the situation are claiming Kanye's been holding on to this alleged information for years, just waiting for the right moment to detonate it, to throw it out like a grenade. And why now? Because he's feeling cornered. His career's been teetering on the edge for a while now. The lucrative fashion deals are drying up, the music isn't topping the charts like it used to, and he knows that drama, pure, unadulterated drama, is the only thing that consistently keeps his name in the headlines. And guess who he's allegedly using as pawns in his latest circus act? Kids. Literal innocent children. The Carter twins, who have absolutely nothing to do with any of this mess, are being dragged into an adult beef they didn't ask for, didn't deserve, and probably don't even understand.
You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends.
People are calling this a new low, even for Kanye. And honestly, they're not wrong. Even other celebrities are starting to weigh in, though many are keeping it subtle, at least publicly. A few have dropped some thinly veiled shade on social media, and one A-lister even tweeted, "Bringing kids into this? Nah, that's evil energy. The silence is breaking and it's not looking good for you." You can feel the shift in public opinion. People are done looking the other way, done making excuses. But here's the wildest twist yet, the conspiracy theory icing on this already insane cake. Some fans are now openly questioning whether Kanye even made the whole thing up, just to inflict maximum damage on Jay-Z. Think about it for a second. If there were no leaks, no signs, no credible sources confirming anything he allegedly said, then where did he even get this information? Was it real? Or was it all a fabricated, twisted lie, designed purely to get back at the man who used to call him brother? Remember Meek Mill's infamous line? "Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these are you, fake hard." It's all starting to feel staged. And just when you thought this saga couldn't possibly get any more toxic, boom, there's another layer of drama. Word on the street is that Jay-Z is absolutely furious, like legally furious. Insiders are claiming his team is already exploring their legal options, and let's just say, if Kanye thought this would just quietly slide under the radar, he might be in for a very rude awakening. This wasn't just a petty diss track or a shady tweet. This was a direct alleged hit on Jay and Beyoncé's family, and it's the kind of move that could very well spark a full-blown legal war. And the Carters? Oh, they move in silence, but when they strike, it's surgical, precise, and devastatingly effective. Sources close to them are saying they've had enough of Kanye's reckless behavior. One insider even reportedly said, "Jay's done letting use him for headlines. This time, there are going to be consequences." And knowing just how powerful that couple is behind the scenes, you can bet the pressure is building, and building fast. Meanwhile, Kanye's camp has gone radio silent. Dead silent. No official statements, no damage control, no PR spin. And you know what that usually means. Frantic damage control is happening behind the scenes. He knows he allegedly crossed a line this time. A line that's practically invisible, but universally understood. And he might be scrambling to figure out how to make it all just disappear. Remember that bizarre video Kanye posted a while back? Yeah, I just want to tell everybody I posted my wife 3 times on purpose. Yeah, well, this is a whole different level of on purpose, but it's too late. The internet doesn't forget, the fans don't forget, and more importantly, the Carters definitely don't forget. There's already buzz that Beyoncé's team is pushing for stricter boundaries with media platforms and social media accounts that allow people to weaponize intensely personal family information like this. They're not just defending themselves, they're allegedly trying to set a precedent, to draw a line in the sand. This whole mess? This explosive situation, it didn't just erupt overnight. The crack between Kanye and Jay-Z goes way back, years and years. And it only got uglier, more fractured, when Kanye started cozying up to controversial political figures. That was a move Jay and Beyoncé were definitely not rocking with. What once was a genuine brotherhood between 2 rap legends, 2 titans of the industry, has devolved into a cold, silent war. So now everyone's asking, was this alleged outburst Kanye's calculated way of throwing a nuclear shot at Jay-Z? Or was he just as usual, running his mouth without thinking about the catastrophic fallout? Either way, Beyoncé has reportedly been working non-stop, on the phone constantly, trying to clean up the rapidly escalating chaos. She's trying to shut it down, to contain it, before things spiral even further out of control. Meanwhile, Jay-Z? Oh, he's reportedly beyond heated. But he's not the type to rant on social media. That's just not his style. Nah, he makes his moves quietly, strategically behind closed doors. And when he does, it hurts. Because in this industry, crossing the Carters can be a career-ending mistake. And while all this tension is rising like steam in a pressure cooker, Kanye, he's apparently out here acting completely unbothered. Still in my comments, I'm now, why are you posting it? Why? Because you make me happy. That's why y'all happy with the music, because it's like he's living in a completely different reality. He allegedly didn't just expose something deeply private about someone else's family. He allegedly weaponized it, twisted it, and threw it out for public consumption. The nerve. People are desperately wondering, how did he even find this out? That's the million-dollar mystery at the heart of this whole debacle. Because Beyoncé and Kanye, they don't talk at all. They don't text. They definitely don't meet up for coffee. She's made it very, very clear that she wants absolutely no drama with him, no connection whatsoever. So, if Kanye allegedly knows something this incredibly personal, this deeply sensitive, there's really only one plausible explanation. Someone from inside her inner circle told him. And that's what has Beyoncé reportedly losing sleep right now. If there's a leak in her famously tight-knit inner circle, that's next-level betrayal. Her team is legendary for being tight-lipped, fiercely loyal. These are folks who have been by her side for years, people who never run to the blogs, never whisper to the press, never spill a drop of tea. So if even one person cracked, even Beyoncé's own family is known for keeping things locked down tighter than a drum. But every now and then, a tiny detail slips through the cracks. And this time, the rumor mill suggests it might have come from her own mother, Tina Knowles. Apparently, Tina once mentioned in an interview that Sir Carter is the most laid back out of all the kids. Super chill, totally low-key, and not at all into the spotlight. Unlike his big sister, Blue Ivy, who's been front and center from day one. And maybe, just maybe, that seemingly innocuous little detail is what Kanye allegedly twisted into something ugly, something harmful, something completely unfounded. Maybe that tiny, innocent piece of information was enough for him to concoct an entire narrative, a fabricated story designed to inflict maximum pain. But regardless of what he thought he knew or thought he understood, what he allegedly did was way, way out of line. The power couple isn't taking this lightly. They feel deeply disrespected, utterly violated, and straight up offended to their core. Sources are saying Beyoncé and Jay-Z are beyond furious, and there's zero tolerance left. One insider even reportedly stated they will not tolerate the rapper after what he said about their children in such a vulgar and offensive manner. And honestly, who could blame them? This wasn't a petty jab. Kanye allegedly bulldozed through every boundary, every unspoken rule of decency. It wasn't just reckless. It was, in many people's eyes, a straight-up betrayal of whatever fragile remnants of friendship might have still existed. Don't ever say nothing negative. If you don't like my page and don't like what I'm posting, go F*** yourself. Kanye's own words, ironically applicable to his own alleged actions. Now, the Carters are reportedly discussing what to do next. Some say they're seriously considering legal action, quietly weighing their options behind closed doors, consulting with their legal team. Whether they choose to handle this privately, in the shadows, or decide to take it to court and make a public example, one thing is crystal clear. They're not letting this die quietly. And don't expect Beyoncé to hop on social media and clap back with a fiery rant. That's just not her style. She plays the long game. She moves strategically, methodically, with calculated precision. But what she can do, and likely will do, is make sure this entire mess fades from the public conversation as quickly as possible. Control the narrative, lock it down. As for Jay-Z, let's just say if Kanye wasn't already iced out of certain rooms, certain circles, he might be fully, permanently locked out now. Jay's got serious pull in this industry, and if he wants Kanye cut from events, deals, studios, done. Just like that. And it wasn't just Beyoncé and Jay-Z who were heated. Her entire family reportedly came out swinging. Beyoncé's parents, Matthew and Tina Knowles, apparently had time today, as the saying goes. Her dad, Matthew, didn't mince words when asked about Kanye's alleged comments. He told TMZ straight up, People pay a price for being stupid, especially in the music industry. Boom. If that's not a warning shot across the bow, then what is? Then came Tina Knowles, calm but savage in true Tina fashion. She posted a cryptic, oh-so-shady video on Instagram that simply said, "What happens when a snowman throws a tantrum? He has a meltdown." Everyone instantly knew exactly who she was aiming at. That snowman? Yeah, that's Kanye. When Beyoncé's mom starts throwing shots, oh, you know things are getting seriously serious. But let's talk about real-world consequences for a moment. Kanye's been on a bridge-burning spree for years, seemingly making enemies at every turn, from Drake to Kendrick, Travis to Cole, and now he's allegedly taking things to a whole new, shockingly personal level with the Carters. He's not just making enemies, he's making history, and definitely not in a good way. The truly sad part? This isn't even shocking anymore. He's been airing out dirty laundry, creating chaos, and pushing boundaries since the moment he stepped on that stage years ago to rant about Jay-Z and Beyoncé. A lot of folks now believe these wild, alleged comments about Sir Carter are just Kanye's latest, most desperate way of chasing attention. One last gasp for headlines as his star seems to be dimming. Media personality Choke No Joke even said, "Kanye is irrelevant now and should be canceled completely." Harsh? Maybe. But at what point do the excuses run out? Jay-Z? He's reportedly done. Finished. No coming back from this. Beyoncé? She's staying graceful, keeping it cute in public, but trust me, she's moving mountains behind the scenes. So now we gotta ask the burning question. Do you think Kanye has finally burned every last bridge? Or is there still some impossible, improbable way back from this mess? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're into the tea, the drama, and all the celebrity craziness, make sure to like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you never miss the next wild drop. We've got more heat coming your way. See you in the next one.